more. What was that?
Caitlin's taking a dump again.
One of those hot
I
browns.
take a huge, massive poop.
Hot brown?
Yeah, it was a giant hot brown dump.
That's it. That's the intro. I think that's you guys, I do think that we have room in this podcast for more just on the spot humor. You feel me?
More poop jokes?
More poop jokes.
For when you're dumping.
For when I'm
24/7.
dumping, for when I'm 30 minutes late to the podcast because I just had a huge dump to take.
Caitlin, every time I go to your house, you're always dumping. And
Yeah, I know.
I have to scream into your window like Romeo, and I say, "Wherefore art thou always dumping?"
And I can't answer you because I'm dumping.
I know.
So then,
Caitlin, go to the doctor.
No, I'm fine.
Seriously.
I'm alright about it. I'm just, you just learn to live with things. So.
And that's what we learned from the month of November.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, the less said about November, the better. Let's just play some D&D. Let's have some delicious fantasy escapism. Welcome to Dames and Dragons, an actual play D&D podcast. We're playing 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. My name is Kat, and I am your dungeon master.
I'm Noelle, and I play Fran, who's a Genasi wizard.
I'm Caitlin, and I play Corbin, who is a human druid.
I'm Sophia. I play Leica, who is a tiefling paladin.
And the reason Sophia is laughing is because she made us do a retake so she could do her intro better, and that's what she came up with.
Let's play D&D. Okay, so what happened last time? You guys escorted the goddess around as she oversaw preparations for the Festival of Lights, which will be at the end of the week. You found some suspicious stuff about the lanterns that'll be being sent up, but you're not quite sure what was going on with those. And you were just generally annoying little shits to the goddess's personal attendants, Cecilia and Cordelia. And last thing that happened last time is as the goddess was being escorted away by her attendants, she signed to you guys that you should go to the library.
Right.
So what do you guys want to do?
What else is in the surrounding area besides the library?
Yeah, so the temple library is on one side of the square. There is the temple guard armory and barracks. There are the dorms of the attendants.
That's where we live?
No, you actually live next to the goddess's personal quarters within the main palace, in the main temple. But the rest of the attendants, like the ones who just sort of do everything else in the temple, like, clean up offerings and run gatherings and sweep up garbage and cook dinner, they live in a dorm that is close to the temple. Otherwise, you guys can leave the temple area. You can go out into the rest of the city. You can go back to the forest. You can do anything you want. The goddess did give you instructions to go to the temple library to see if you could find anything more about what the Undertemple was used for, but you are by no means bound to do that.
I say we plan on going to the library, but what's this? Is the barracks? How do you say it?
Barracks?
Are the barracks close by?
Are there any bears with rocks close by?
Aren't. Actually, bears don't exist on Estrus, so no.
No bear rocks, then.
No bear rocks.
Can we go check, just walk by, peep in, see if there's any, cool NPCs we can talk to?
Yeah, you can go check the barracks. Does everybody agree? Or is
Yes.
that just
I want to scope out the muscle factor in the bear.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I want to scope out the hot factor in the bear.
Yes,
Okay.
same.
I want to talk to someone with a crazy character voice.
I hate you. Okay, so you guys go to the temple barracks. The barracks are basically directly opposite of the temple palace. So you walk in, and first thing you see is a desk with a gnome man in a wolf mask sitting there doing paperwork.
He looks great.
And around you, there's, guards coming in and out. It looks a little bit like the inside of a police precinct. So there's the receptionist, and then there's some people doing paperwork at desks behind him. So he looks up, and he stands at attention immediately. And he says, "Oh, welcome! I didn't know that you were coming by. Oh, I should get tea. I should get crumpets. What am I doing? This is why you're always supposed to be prepared. They say you're supposed to be prepared."
I lay a gentle hand on his shoulder, and I look him in the eye with a kind expression, and I say, "Show me the beefcakes."
Yeah, the beefcakes, you say. You want to see the
muscly men.
I can take you to the training grounds.
Flex those pecs, boy.
Okay, well, so he's gonna show you guys to the...
No, I was requesting that he flex.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have you roll to persuade him.
Cool. That's a 3.
No, he's not convinced to flex his pecs.
So I apologize, and I say, "Can you just tell me about your background? I love this character voice, and I just want to hear a little bit more."
What about a name?
Oh, my name is Adgrin Oiv. I am the receptionist of the guards.
Adgrin. You're adding a grin to my face.
Why you always gotta steal the good jokes?
Well, I can show you to the training ground if you wish to inspect the quality of the temple guard.
Ooh, yes.
That would be wonderful.
Okay, so he escorts you back past the desks, through a back door to the training square. A fairly sizable courtyard with dummies for practicing against and archery butts to shoot arrows at. Which, yes, archery butt is actually what it's called. It is actually what those targets are called.
We all gave each other some significant looks.
I wish I didn't have that knowledge, but that is knowledge I have, so we're gonna use the correct term.
Don't you worry your cute little archery butt about it.
Okay. And yeah, there's guards training. There's a group doing archery drills, and there's a group doing sword drills. They're the recruits, the rookies, the rookie guards.
How old are they?
They range between, like, probably 16 and 19.
Perfect.
That's really creepy as adult Noelle. Also,
listen, I'm trying to be conscientious of who I hit on as Fran.
It's equally creepy giving Fran's normal voice. That's the voice that came out.
Okay, well, I'm gonna, let's see, we're gonna roll for beefcakes. I'm just gonna
perfect.
see how many of these guys are beefcakes. Okay, so 2 of the archers, super good looking. There is a tiefling archer, and he takes his wolf helmet off, and his long black hair glistens in the sun as he tosses it about. And then he hands his bow to the next person after he's just landed a bullseye. And then the other one in that group he hands it to is a half-orc woman who has...
Stop rolling
piercing...
to fall in love, Noelle.
I will never stop rolling to fall in love.
Okay.
And I will not reveal the results until this is over.
So there's the other one is an orc woman with piercing blue eyes and sort of grayish skin, who looks like she could rip a table in half. And the gnome, whose name I've already forgotten, he says, those are our star pupils. They are Vicente Johanna and Zara Volves. They will be excellent additions to the guard. We considered auditioning them for the palace guard, but they're yet too young.
So I walk up to Zara, and I'm, like, acting really cool, and I'm just, like, holding my sword, and I'm, like looking at it, and then I kind of, like, do, like, a cool, like, sword move.
Roll a dex save.
That's a 5.
Yeah, so you attempt to do a cool sword move, and then you just, like, drop your sword at her feet. And she looks down at it, picks it up, and... oh, yeah. And she just, like, spear throws it at the archery butt, and it just sticks right in. It's not a bullseye, but it buries itself into the archery butt.
Wow.
I want to charm her, but I have I can't do this in real life, so...
I'll just roll, and I'm going to give you disadvantage.
15.
Okay, so 15, you give her a sort of a, the up-down, give her a, hey, like your moves.
Hey, I like your moves.
Okay, so she looks at you. You're the personal guard of the goddess, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Oh, you should, you give me a tour of the palace sometime. I'm not allowed in there yet, but sure like to get a look.
Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Good luck in the library.
Okay, just hold up. It'll be fine. Just, you can wait on this till later.
So I give her a wink, and I'm like, I'll see you later. And I walk really coolly away.
Meanwhile, I use minor illusion to put a picture of myself on Vicenti's archery butt.
So he's gonna shoot
Yeah.
your face?
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
He actually handed the bow to Zara, so
Well,
he's just kind of confused.
I then remove that minor illusion. I make another minor illusion on Zara that looks like me, a picture of me.
Everyone is baffled. No one understands why you're doing this.
I shoot finger guns at Vicenti, and I say, "What do you think?"
He does not know how to react to that situation. He walks away.
I hit my palm with my other fist, and I say, "Nailed it."
All right, well, that's all the beefcakes in the training yard.
So Corbin really wanted to see these beefcakes, and he is extremely enamored. But upon seeing them, he is so overwhelmed by what he's seeing that he just he stands at the precipice of the area and very nervously worries his hands and does not approach.
Okay, so
and especially after seeing Fran's horrible
I use minor illusion to put a picture of myself on Corbin's face.
So what's the tiefling guy doing?
He just walked away. He's gone. You guys scared him off.
He didn't like it.
He did not like it, no.
Oh, he liked it.
Okay, do you guys have anything else you want to do here besides make the trainees uncomfortable?
So is there any other place in the barracks?
Honestly, not really. There's, sleeping quarters and stuff, but there's nothing that you guys would really...
Besides, watch people creepily take naps in the middle of the day.
You could do that. There are definitely people sleeping there right now. People who work the night shift.
I hate the way Noelle just looked at me.
Let's go.
Why are you guys horrifying? Okay. God, you're creepy.
Let's go to the library.
All right, so you guys leave your enthusiastic gnome guide behind.
Oh, he can't come with.
No, he's the receptionist at the guard's desk. He's not going to go with you to the library.
A grin is subtracted from my face.
Okay. So the library is on the other side of the temple square.
Okay, I ask où est la bibliothèque?
Donde está la biblioteca? So the temple library is an 11-story tower of completely smooth white stone. There is a double-door entrance at the bottom, and along one side there are blue glass windows that go all the way up. The top is kind of like a ladle shape. You can't see it from the ground, but there is a courtyard at the top and a beautiful rooftop garden up there. It's famous throughout the city as just being pretty much the most relaxing, the most serene place in all of Estra. So, as you guys enter the library, you can see all the way to the top to a skylight that leads up to that rooftop garden. Sophie's probably the only one who would get this, but it looks a little bit like the Guggenheim.
I've been to the Guggenheim.
You have?
Yeah, I was
I've
10
seen
years old.
pictures of it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it looks a little like the Guggenheim.
Wait,
I just nodded. I don't remember what the Guggenheim looks
Is
like.
the Guggenheim that building that Will Smith runs down at the very beginning of the first Men in Black movie?
I
have to look it up now.
Can you say Guggenheim one more time?
Guggenheim.
Oh, excuse you.
Okay, so
It is that building from the beginning of Men in Black.
so it's the building from the beginning of Men in Black.
So you know.
So each floor is ringed by bookshelves, which are just crammed full of tomes and scrolls and anything you can think of. Any sort of knowledge that you would want is here, because every copy of every book that's ever been produced in Estra is housed here.
Yes. I'm at home. I'm ready to live here.
Yeah, so there are attendants wandering through the library. These attendants are specifically the librarians. This is what they do. They keep this massive resource meticulously organized. And following them around are wisps, which provide light over their shoulders. Some places of the library can be, a little bit dark. There's not a lot of windows. So there's a front desk located on the first floor and a veiled attendant from the Deer clan who is working on some reference materials. What do you guys want to do?
I shed a single tear of joy, because this is my shit.
You do have a skill, don't you, that is researcher.
Yeah, I am a researcher. So if I don't know what the information is, I know where to find it, basically.
Yeah. Okay. So you know to go talk to this person to look for this, which...
I say, you guys, I don't know if somebody who wasn't a professional would know this, but that's the receptionist.
I say, wow.
I make a noise and you can't tell if it's a scoff, a snort, a burp, or a fart. You don't know what it is.
I say Guggenheim.
And actually, genuinely, they probably don't know to talk to the receptionist.
Yeah, I really wouldn't know. In fact, I don't even know. What's a receptionist? What is that? What career position?
I swiftly walk away towards the receptionist.
Okay.
I do not answer.
And she looks up. Welcome to the premier home of all of the texts in Estra. What can I help you find today?
Do you have, like, a floor map of this library?
Can I go up behind you? I say, where's the secret section?
I also come up behind and I say, what's a receptionist?
Well, I will answer your questions in order. Okay, so we do have a floor map that is located directly behind me. Each section is marked and color-coded. Ask if you need directions. There is no secret area of the library. All secret texts are kept in the Temple Palace. A receptionist is somebody who is here to be helpful and give you directions.
And you've certainly done that today. What's your name?
My name is Luelle.
You have a beautiful name. I don't know if Fran's laughing. She's quite rude.
Luelle, are you sure there's no secrets here?
I promise you there is nothing secret in this library.
It's exactly what someone with a secret would say.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
You can just have a super day, Luelle.
Thanks. You too.
More like Lyle.
Do you guys even remember what you're trying to look for in the library?
No.
Looking at the map, you can see there is a section on architectural history.
Mm-hmm.
There is a section on, temple myths. They're pretty close, because that's kind of the same area.
Okay. So let's go to that area.
Okay. Do you want to roll and see if you guys can find some books?
Ew.
We're investigating.
I got a 9.
I got 11.
15.
Okay. So, Fran, unsurprisingly, in the architectural history section, you are able to find a history of all of the modifications that have been made to the temple. It's like the architectural blueprints.
Okay.
And looking at this, you can see the first drawings of the city temple, which was constructed well after Estra was established. So, and also looking at these, you can see that originally there were prison cells under the main temple palace. However, in later revisions, those cells and those prisons were moved underneath the guard barracks.
Does it say, like, how big of cells they are? Are they for, like, humanoid?
Yeah, it looks like they were just normal prison cells.
Okay.
And there were about 20 of them under the temple, and there are currently about 50 under the guard barracks.
It doesn't say anything about what they were used for.
No, but you do, Noelle, you notice when you're looking at the organizational system, it seems like there's a book missing.
Do we have, like, a reference number?
The one on its left is 1100.6, and the one on the right is 1100.8.
Cool.
So, it's 1100.7 that's missing.
Okay.
So then, next we check out the mythology section?
Okay. Sure. In the mythology section, you find a lot of things about the old gods, about the hierarchy of the forces and the gods. You find one record that is particularly interesting, and it is a list of attempts by the god Torva. Torva has attempted to bring down Estra many, many times. So in the hierarchy of the pantheon of the old gods, there are the forces, and the forces represent the general sort of concepts of a world. There's Fen, the force of life, there's Aiol, the force of death, and so Torva is a child of the force Rael, who is the force of war. Rael has the most gods under him. Okay. So there is Belius, the sword, Fiona, the shield, Po, the axe, Wea, the archer, Minatine, the spear, Desert, the flame, Raskar, the rage, Vioni.
Did you just say NASCAR, the rage?
Fucking hate you guys.
Sponsored. This podcast is sponsored by NASCAR.
No, it's sponsored by Raskar, god of rage. There's also Vioni, the scavenger, and Torva is the conqueror, and he is largely regarded as the instigator of the great calamity which destroyed the world below. Vioni is the closest god to Torva. Much of her power was gained by feeding off of the battles that Torva instigated. Mm-hmm. The others, the Raskar and Desert, are also major players in all of the schemes of Torva and the downfall of the world below. After the world below was destroyed and Estra was raised, Torva approached the goddess to try and gain a foothold in the city, and she cut off his head. So, he has since attempted to invade the city dozens of times, and what you do find is that the cells underneath the temple were destroyed during an escape attempt by converts of Torva. They pulled down the walls and buried themselves alive inside the prison.
But people think he's dead then, right? Because
No.
the goddess killed him?
Her cutting off his head didn't actually kill him. Gods can't be killed. They can only be banished.
So this is like an Osiris, ancient Egyptian type deal.
Yeah, and the thing is, while no one worships the old gods in Estra, it is an undisputed fact that they existed. Just without any worship within the city, they are unable to enter it. And a large part of that is because of the way the goddess has set up the protections on the island. So it's been a very long time since any footholds of Torva or any of the other old gods have been established in the city. The last record of a major conversion was the one that ended in the converts burying themselves alive in the prison. Oh, and then also in that book you find that the Undertemple was discovered while clearing the rubble of the botched prison escape.
Oh, it was discovered?
Yes, it turns out that the Undertemple is a large, naturally formed cave which seems to have been part of the Great Forest and was pulled up with the rest of the island. Mm-hmm. It was converted to imprison a child of Rael in the year 1032.
What?
Yeah, so that's what you guys are able to find in the library.
We don't find who was imprisoned?
No, you aren't able to figure out who's imprisoned.
Can we check these books out?
Yeah, you can go. There's a self-checkout.
Let's go hit up that Lyeller.
Alright, well, we go back down. She's at her desk.
Yeah, she's still at her desk. Luelle is still at her desk.
Luelle, you look so beautiful, even more beautiful than I saw you when I saw you like an hour ago.
How can I help you?
We noticed that there was a book missing from the section we were looking at, and we were wondering if you know who has it or where it is.
Do you have the reference number of the book you're looking for?
Sure do. It's 1100.7.
Okay. And she waves a hand and summons a wisp to her. And the wisp sort of hovers around her for a second and then whizzes off. It comes back a minute later, and she sort of looks at it for a second and seems to be having some sort of silent communication with it. She says, "It looks like the book under that heading was destroyed in an accident not too long ago, in fact."
All right.
We do still have the ruined book, but it's completely illegible at this point.
We'll take it.
Okay.
Also, we check these out.
So
I'm sorry that magic is endangering your job.
All right. So you check out your books, and she goes and gets you the ruined book. It looks like wine has been spilled all over it, and it's just completely soaked with
That
wine.
is not how I expected it to be destroyed.
And I mean, it looks like, and by I say like wine was spilled on it, it looks like it was sort of like someone just literally took a glass of wine and just poured it over the entire book. Like, it doesn't look like a natural spill.
Right.
So it's
like somebody
intentional.
like dunked it in like a
Yeah.
one of those.
Wine
You guys
barrel.
know in the Sims when they stomp on those grapes to make wine? Like somebody dunked it in one of those.
Somebody stomped
Cat.
on it.
Cat.
in
You
the
think that's something that only happens in The Sims?
Clear, I'm sure that doesn't. Okay, look, the Sims get in there. They take off their shoes and their socks, and they stomp around with their nasty, dirty feet in these like barrels of grapes.
That's a thing.
That cannot be how it
People
happens in real life.
All right, well,
Oh, I
don't drink
am.
any wine.
Put your wine in.
I am just real shooken up by this.
Is there? I want to ask the receptionist. I say, Luell, you look like
A luau.
a Luell. You're wonderful. You're so helpful. I just want to know, do you know anyone in the city who could help us repair this book? Is there any sort of scribe dude who's got his fingers all up in this mess?
Well, you could talk to the restorationists. We do contract them. There's a really good company that is just outside of the temple compound. I can write down their address for you guys.
Oh, thank you, Luau. You're so nice.
Yep, is that everything? Are you leaving yet?
I have a question. Do you have a sleepover in the library night?
Yes, we do, but it is only for citizens 10 years and younger.
I could do that.
I'm sorry, respectfully, you definitely can't.
I open up my spell book and I point to disguise self, and then I point at Luell, and I just let her know that any of those kids could be me.
Okay.
And then we leave.
Okay, so you guys gonna go to the restorationist, or?
Yeah, let's go to the restoration.
Okay. So, the restorationist is outside of the temple compound, in the bottom floor of one of the many tall buildings. It is a tidy little workshop. You can see lots of different books, in different piles in different states of restoration. Many of them are sealed within magical bubbles to keep them from being further damaged.
Cute.
Yes.
Cute.
Yeah. Yeah. And a halfling woman is hard at work behind one of the desks. She is almost invisible behind the huge stacks of books. And she does not hear you come in.
Time to spook. Yeah. Stealth roll.
Yeah,
Stealth
hold
roll.
up.
Stealth roll.
We're gonna sneak up on her.
I got also
19.
15.
Okay, you guys sneak up on her. You scare the bejesus out of her.
Yeah. I say, books!
She screams and throws her pen at you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not hear you guys come in. What can I do for you today? Do you have, I have a huge backlog, but I guess I can still be taking new orders.
We got this book that we need fixed up. Can you help us out? Also, what's your name?
My name is Haven. I can take the book, but like I said, we've got a huge backlog of orders, and I'm not really the boss here. I'm just his assistant.
This is for the goddess.
I mean, so is everything else. These are all books from the temple library.
No, this is directly from the goddess.
Directly from the goddess.
Directly from the goddess.
If you don't do this, you're committing a sin.
This is
You're a
treason.
villain.
Okay. I guess I can take a look at it now. And she clears off some space on her desk and pats it. You know, put down your book, but she's cleared off some space.
I put it down.
I sit down on where she...
Oh. I try to put it down and I put it down in like a slab.
I sit down on top of the book on top of the book.
I'm not really sure what you guys want me to do here.
I move.
Excuse me.
I get up.
So she takes a look at the book and she goes, "This is really bad. What happened to this?"
We would just love to know that.
Well,
We think it looks like in The Sims when there's burial graves. And they're stomping, and you get the idea.
Well, yeah, it looks like someone poured a lot of wine on this.
Mm-hmm. Like what I said.
Well, let me see what I can do. So she takes the book and takes some stones and some scrolls and arranges them around the book, and I'm gonna see if she can restore it. Oh, boy. Oh, no, she does not. 100% does not. So she arranges the stones and the scrolls, and a light blue smoke rises from them, and it settles into the book, and the book just turns bright blue. Like, just solidly bright blue all the way through.
This is really a problem.
This is also like in The Sims Making Magic when they try to cast a spell, but they do it wrong. Which is exactly what actually just happened.
Caitlin, how much Sims have you played?
Lots!
Caitlin, you know The Sims isn't real, right?
What?
Anyway, so Haven, she looks like she's about to cry. Like, "I'm so sorry. I told you I'm just his assistant. And I'm not really that good at this
I give her a hug because I really am. I also start crying. If you're crying in front of me, I'll cry too. So I go for it.
Yeah, I also get in on the hug.
Yeah, so do I.
It's all right.
It's just,
Are we all crying?
you're all just crying. and
I'm
hugging.
not crying. I'm shaping all the water away from your eyes.
Oh.
I'm really sorry. I don't know if I can fix it.
Do you think that your mentor could fix it?
He's not here.
Where is he?
I'm gonna roll to console.
Yeah, let's all.
Roll the console.
Oh, I got a 16. I don't know what
I
to
got
add to
17.
that.
I got 11.
Okay, well, you guys are able to console her.
Okay.
She's, okay, well, Master Eistinger he should be here by this evening. He's working on some special orders for the library, but if you want to come back tomorrow, he might have been able to do something. Please don't tell the goddess.
We all just laugh.
Oh, God.
You just take a long bath tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. You take it easy, my friend.
Okay. So what else do you guys want to do?
Could we, go talk to the attendants?
Sure, yeah. Do you want to talk to, the goddess's personal attendants? The ones that you've spoken with before? Or do you guys want to talk to just, and the first attendant you come across?
I would say crow and wolf attendant, just because I don't think we'll get...
Yeah.
Unless we have,
We need
magic.
to pick some people who know something, but are too stupid to keep it hidden from us.
Okay.
Is there, an alcohol we can get to, loosen people
can
up?
Oh, yeah, there's wine.
Can we intoxicate some people?
Sure. But it is, at this point, it's mid-afternoon, and temple attendants would not drink while they're on the job. They take their jobs very seriously. So, if you want to do that, you'd want to wait till this evening.
What if we made some really strong Jell-O shots that were super sweet, and we were just like, we got these Jell-O cups for you guys, y'all.
Sure. Or what if we said we're going to throw a party tonight? Y'all want to come?
And that would also make
invite
sense.
Cordelia and Bedelia too.
Cecilia and Cordelia?
Yes.
Let's do we want to do like a thank you to all the attendants from the Guardians. Come to our party where we will be serving extremely alcoholic beverages.
So, and I mean, actually, it's not a bad idea, because you guys are new here, and you're going to be here for as long as the goddess is.
I personally send like a handwritten invitation to Zara.
Is it legible at all?
It's got like a lot of hearts on it, and like probably like some anime drawings of like wolves. Because I'm a teenager, so.
Alright, so I'm going to use my spell Silent Image to make a huge banner in the sky in the middle of the square, inviting people. And it's shining and it's flashing lights. And it says, party in Corbin's room.
Are you going to invite the tiefling guy?
Vicente?
Oh, he'll come. I put a picture of myself next to it.
We're like, he'll run the other way.
That's rude and patently untrue.
All right. So, what do you guys do to prepare for this party? Do you get refreshments? Do you get snacks?
I go out and I get the strongest booze made by the wildest Sims I know.
So while you guys are preparing for this wild, raging party in Corbin's room, which I'm going to remind you guys, it's like a dorm
it can
room.
also be in the hallway outside.
Yeah, it can spread out.
In all of our rooms. Like,
so
we'll
we could do like
rooms.
themes. Yeah.
Oh, like wolf, crow, deer, and then they all
we
intersect
can have
in the
like
hallway.
drinks that are specifically for each one too. Like this is like what wolf piss tastes like, and you know.
And this is what deer piss tastes like, and this is what crow piss tastes like.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to say, I also want to get the hottest bards in town, because I want them to be playing, like, very sick beats. Very sick tunes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So while you guys are preparing for the party, and you go back to Corbin's room and your rooms to start setting up, and sort of squaring off in the hallway is one of the Deer-veiled attendants, and Gingy.
Oh.
And Gingy is standing outside of your room, and she is growling at this attendant.
So I just walk up, and I'm like, what's going on?
The attendant whirls around on her heel. She's like, get your beast under control!
Watch your tone, lady. This is my best friend, and I don't let anyone talk to my friends that way.
I'm not talking to your friend, I'm talking to you. This beast is your responsibility.
Her name is Gingy, and whatever you did to upset her is your fault.
I was just attempting to find you, as you all are expected at fittings for your ceremonial armor.
Gingy, what happened?
This lady was trying to get into your room.
Oh.
And I told her that she's not allowed to, but she can't understand me. And so we've been squaring off like this because I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to bite her. Is that right? Can I bite her? Can I bite her, please? Can I please bite her? Can I please
Not
bite her?
right now, but maybe later. And I step in front between the two of them, so I'm blocking Gingy, and I just say, stay out of my room.
It's not your room. It is not your place to speak to me like this. You are... She takes a deep breath, sort of steadies herself. You are expected for your fittings. Please follow me. And she turns on her heel and just starts walking, expecting that you guys are following her.
No, I have to calm Gingy down.
I whisper to you after she walks away that she's not invited to the party tonight.
I add that to the banner.
And so you guys don't follow her.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So she stops at the end of the hall and says, please follow me. We have updates on the shades.
Hello, and I hope hope you're enjoying the episode. It's me, Noelle, and I usually play Fran, but right now I'm playing basketball vigorously while I record this, as you can tell from my youthful and healthful state of voice. That's right, I have a cold. It's making me feel sick, but now let's check in with some people who aren't making me feel sick. Thanks so much to Cosmemer from the UK for the iTunes review. That was so nice of you to say that listening to our podcast leaves you feeling like you were hanging out with friends. That's ideal. Please, all of you, come into my home, step into my bedroom. Let's hang out. Let's have some chips. Let's just really get into our deep emotional problems and sort them all out in the course of one day. That's what I do with my friends. This is not the point. Thank you so much, Cosmemer. Also, I want to point out another part of your comment that you said that you occasionally get us confused. This is the highest compliment we've ever been paid. We, as a friend group, all tend towards mimicry. And so when we're together, we all mimic the crap out of each other and we become one formless human blob. It's horrifying. Our own parents can't tell the differences between our voices, and that is true. So that word occasionally just lit up our lives. We hope that as time goes on, the differences between our voices become a little bit more clear, and we'll try to not imitate each other, but by God, it comes naturally. Also, I just want to take a little moment to say if you are in a country other than the US and you leave us an iTunes review, we actually won't be able to see it unless we specifically happen to look it up. So if you want us to see it, send us a message on Facebook or on Tumblr because we would love to see your feedback. But iTunes is country locked. I don't know why they do that crap. I also want to have a shout out today to friends of the podcast at Watchercast. They're an unofficial Buffy podcast, so you can tune into that to experience two awesome college ladies discussing the themes and ideas and jokes and other revelry about television classic Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They currently have a promo up, which sounds very funny, and they will be posting episodes starting on March 1st, so be sure to subscribe and check them out. As for ways to check us out, today I'm going to talk a little bit about SoundCloud, and by a little bit, I really mean a little bit. So basically, we have SoundCloud. That is where our audio is hosted. So if you want to subscribe on SoundCloud, you are welcome to. We are Dames and Dragons on SoundCloud, as you may be shocked to hear. I also have a SoundCloud that has the soundtrack on it, and I'm Noelle Cherie on SoundCloud. That's NOELSHIRI. So if you want to hear that music and just really revel in all of the incredible rhythm and timing talents that I definitely have, go ahead and check that out. So yeah, last of all, I just want to remind you to check out our website at damesanddragons.com. Check out our Tumblr, our Twitter, our Facebook, our Patreon. We're looking forward to talking to you. And make sure to tell your friends. And if you post about our podcast publicly somewhere, make sure that you send us a message so we know about it. Because we'd love to give you a shout out on the podcast or possibly even in the episode. But that won't be happening until Arc 2, but get ready for it. Get ready for it. Hold on to your whole body and don't let go of it, because if your body falls off, you won't be able to listen to our podcast. And now for a message to Chantel.
Listen, Chantel, do you remember that time that Sophia decided to call you Shantytown as your nickname and you hated it and we all still call you that?
And now her updated nickname is Chanterelle, as in the cute little mushroom.
Oh, cute. I like that.
Yeah.
Does she like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
She just wants us to call her name.
Right.
Well, all right, Chantel. The code word is Chanterelle. The sleeper agent is active. Go! So, Cordelia takes you guys to a mirrored room where there is a gnome woman who is, she's dressed all in white, but she's not an attendant. She says, "Oh, you're here for your fittings. Oh, I'll take you all just one at a time. Who wants to go first?"
My clothes fit me just fine, thank you.
And I, touch my boob window after I say this.
Boy, I'm just, honestly, we're just not going to go through this. You guys get some new armor. You get ceremonial white armor.
I will be chiseling out a boob window.
It already had a boob window.
Oh, thank God. Okay, then never mind. We're good.
Yeah. But it's white and gold, and it's beautiful. It's, way nicer than anything you guys have. But it doesn't actually affect your armor class at all. It's just to make you guys look pretty. So while you guys are getting fitted, Cordelia says, "We've done a thorough investigation of the remains of the shades, and we've confirmed that they came from the world below. The remnants were examined by scholars at the library and from the college. We're pretty sure that because they seek purity and goodness, they came to the goddess to try and drain her life force. There's nothing else for them on the world below, so that's really all that makes sense. So I just wanted to make sure you guys were updated on that so that you know that there's really no reason to continue whatever you guys are doing."
They were summoned, though. So whoever, even if they came from the world below, I'm pretty sure,
They just get up here on their own.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
actually, that's a very astute observation.
Do I get a point of inspiration?
Yeah, you get a point of inspiration for that.
Yay!
Yeah, because nothing
Nice.
can enter Estra without being summoned there.
Dope.
So, actually, I'm going to clarify this for our listeners. In 5th edition D&D, there is a function called Inspiration in which I can grant a point of inspiration to a player if they make an astute observation or they do something particularly clever. Basically anything that I feel like they've earned it through character building, world building, and just paying attention to what I've told them. A point of inspiration means that at any time they can expend that point to gain advantage on a roll. And in the 5th edition rulebook, it says that it's one of those things where it's either you have inspiration or you don't. It doesn't stack. But I am going to ignore that. And if I want to stack inspiration, I will do that because I think it's kind of stupid.
Nice.
That, you would only get 1 point.
Call.
Yeah. So, Sophia, you get a point of inspiration. You can use that whenever you want.
So my question to you guys is, do we want to let her know that we know that? Or should we just be oh yeah, it's
I
fine?
feel like we should be.
I think we should play along.
Of, yeah.
I think we should be suspicious of it, but I think we shouldn't let them know that we're suspicious of it.
So just be sounds normal.
Okay.
Yeah. I say, sounds normal.
Sounds normal.
Sounds normal.
Great. Well, the goddess will be sequestered in prayer for the remainder of the week leading up to the Festival of Lights. I ask that you don't cause a lot of noise or ruckus in the living quarters of the temple. I did see the banner in the square.
It's, you're not invited, so it's not going to be a problem.
You're going to have your party elsewhere. You can't be disturbing the goddess with revelry when she
the goddess is invited.
she is sequestered in prayer for the remainder of the week.
The best kind of worship is that intoxicates, am I right?
No, you're wrong.
So anyway, the banners are kind of already out, so there's really nothing we can do at this point.
Persuade her?
Sure.
All right, let's all try.
17.
14.
17.
Yeah, she's persuaded. She only got a 4.
Suck it.
Fine. Just try and keep it down.
I immediately go out and I buy some subwoofers for the party.
Magical subwoofers.
Yeah.
They're dogs.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're actually, they are large, I say large, probably about 3 foot tall statues of dogs with open mouths that have the spell Amplify cast on them.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you guys, I'll roll party checks and see how good your combined score is for party.
This is just like when you throw a party in The Sims, you guys.
Kaylin, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, I only got a 9.
I got
16.
17. Are we adding anything to this?
No, I'm just seeing what your combined party score is and to figure out how epic your rager is.
Alright.
Yeah, so Leica and Fran, you guys know what to do. You guys...
This is in character for me, though. I'm trying.
Yeah, you put up some
It's
cool
so
decorations. You put out some tables. You get some snacks. Some good, like, chips and chip bowls that all match and are pretty cool looking.
I turn on that strobe shirt. It's
Yeah,
definitely on.
get your strobe shirt on. And, Corbin, you just kind of walk in with, like, a bunch of bottles of booze and just drop them on your bed and go, done!
Yeah!
What about our band? Who's our band?
Oh, yeah, you guys went out and got the best band. So, Leica, you are able to get Fall Orc Boy. And they are one of the hottest bard acts in Extra right now.
I love Fall Orc Boy.
There's only one thing that I know about from, like, inner city living. There's only one pop culture thing that I know about, and it is Fall Orc Boy.
Yeah, so it is for young half-orc dudes. There is Patrick Make Their Hands Stumps. There's Peter From Whence They Came.
What are the other band members' names?
Also drummer and guitarist.
Okay, so everyone shows up. Zara shows up. Vicente shows up.
Yes.
Haven shows up from the restoration shop. Luell, she shows up.
Oh, wow, thanks, Luel.
What about the little gnome guy?
Yeah, he comes. A bunch of, like, just a bunch of random guards and attendants who are all, they're letting their hair down and having a good time. Fran, your snacks are a hit.
I've styled my water hair into a Marge Simpson style
Nice.
cylinder.
People are super into Fall Orc Boy. They are jamming out. So what do you guys want to do at your party?
We want to find the oldest person here.
Get them so
And get them lots of drinks, yeah.
Okay, so the oldest person at the party. Okay. You're guessing that probably the oldest person or people at the party are the ones who are elves, since elves have the longest lifespan. And there is a guard who she has a crow mask on top of her head. There is a library attendant, and there is a temple attendant who has her crow veil sort of tossed over her head, like it's not covering her face right now, because she's smashed as hell, and her name's Aaliyah.
I say we start with Aaliyah.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
gonna pass out.
Definitely
Yeah.
agreed.
Okay. Wow, this has been such a good party. You guys are like the best guardians that have ever been. You're so good. You're so good. And Fran, she's like touching your face as she's saying this. She just kind of keeps putting her hand like directly on the center of your face.
Alright, I cast Disguise Self to look like a cop.
Oh no.
And I
Oh
say,
no, the cops are here.
I say, what do you know about other guardians before us?
Oh my god, the other guardians are so dour. They're so not cool like you guys are.
I give her a drink of water.
She takes the water. And
I say,
like she just can't keep it in her mouth, and it sort of keeps like spilling out of her mouth.
I say, here's the good stuff, honey. And it's just straight up vodka.
Okay, she downs the vodka like a pro.
Yeah.
She just takes it, downs it in one. Because that's good. See, that's why you're my favorite. You're my favorite. You're so beautiful. And Corbin, she like puts her hand on your boob and she goes, "You're so young and so beautiful." Who are you?
I hand her a full bag of chips. I just kind of put it between her and Corbin.
Okay, she starts eating the chips. She's super into the chips now.
Good.
Loves those chips.
The ones before you guys, like, you guys knew them, right? Like, they're cool, but like, I didn't really know them. Just like, only here for like, what, like, I don't want to think about sad stuff. Let's talk about happy things. Have you guys seen a dog before?
Like, get Gingy in here.
Alright, I call Gingy over.
She starts crying. She just starts sobbing and, like, hugging Gingy and petting Gingy and just so good. This dog is so good.
She is good, but her life is in danger because we need information.
If you don't tell us the things that we ask you, this dog will die.
Oh, don't kill it. I'll tell you. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want the
Tell us
lottery
every
numbers?
dirty secret you know.
I know that Cordelia her face is stupid.
Agreed.
That's no secret.
But, like, no one's ever, like, seen it. But I know that it's so stupid. Like, she never takes off that veil, and it's because her face is the stupidest face it's ever faced.
That's interesting.
What do you know about Cordelia and Cecilia? Like, they seem kind of rude.
Oh my god, they're such bitches! Like, they weren't even supposed to be the goddess's personal attendants. Like, that was supposed to be me and Becky. But, like,
You and Becky seem much more fit for the job.
like, we've been here, like, for so long. It was supposed to be our turn, but then, like, I don't even know. Cecilia's just such a manipulative bitch, and then Cordelia is just, like, came out of nowhere. Like, who even knows who she is?
Do you know who she is?
No. No.
Where did Cecilia come from?
Cecilia's been here for, like, forever. She's, like, trained, you know, in the forest, and then came here, and she was just, like, a massive bitch to everybody.
What do you know about the Undertemple?
The Undertemple? That, like, oh my god. No one even goes down there. It's so creepy. Have you guys been down there? It's super fun if you go down there and you tell ghost stories. Because there's been some scary things down there. Oh my god.
Like what?
Oh my god. So, I'm not supposed to tell anybody this, so don't tell me I told you this.
I never will.
Oh my god.
Do it for Gingy.
And she said, no, the scariest thing is because, like 1,000 years ago, like, I was just a kid. But, like, there was this really creepy shape-shifting monster that they kept down there. And, you know, that was the only place it could be kept because it was, oh, what's her name? It was
name?
Vioni. Yeah, it was Vioni's vessel. And it got summoned here, but then Vioni got banished, and so it just, like, went fucking crazy. So they had to chain it up in the Undertemple. And, like, you went down there those days, and, like, that, you didn't have to tell a ghost story, because it was a fucking ghost story. It was, like, the scariest thing in the world, because it's just fucking crazy. You know, when a vessel gets abandoned by its host, it goes fucking nuts. Do you know that?
I did not know that, and I am so happy to be talking to you right now.
Yeah, but it's dead though, so don't worry about it. It's dead.
How do you know it's dead?
Because it fucking threw itself off the edge of the island.
That sounds normal, I say.
Well, because it was insane. Because, you know what happens? Because these vessels, they get imbued with godly powers, but then without a god's brain in them, they just can't handle it, so they just go fucking nuts, and they just destroy everything and then themselves. So it was normal. It was totally fine.
Sounds quite normal.
That sounds normal.
Yeah, it's totally normal. It's super fun. Can I keep this dog? I'm gonna be sick. She runs off to go be sick.
I, like, call it one of her friends and I say, like, hey, she looks pretty rough shape. You should check on her and make sure she gets home.
Okay.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah, that's good party etiquette.
That's what you do.
What you do.
Okay, do you guys want to talk to anyone else? Do you want to try and seduce your love interest?
Yeah, did Sophia's love interest show up?
Yeah.
she did.
Vicente showed up and Zara showed up. They're both chilling they're watching Fall Orc Boy. Viscenti is super into it, by the way. He is like, it is like his favorite band, and he's wearing his Fall Orc Boy t-shirt.
I want to try and help Fran. Before you can help me, I cast Minor Illusion to put my face on the lead singer of Fall Orc Boy.
Viscenti is confused, but into it.
And then I like walk up next to him and I'm like, so what do you think?
Holy shit. Were you the one who was able to get Fall Orc Boy here?
Yeah, she was. I say.
Yeah, that was me.
How the hell did you do that? I was trying to get tickets for their show in the Grand Arena, and that's just like sold out for months.
Yeah, well, I'm very charming.
Do you think you could introduce me? Because like Patrick makes their arms stomps is my hero.
While he's talking, I just like shrink away into the crowd because I got nervous all of a sudden. And I disappear.
Okay.
All right. Can I go talk to Zara?
Yeah, you can.
So I walk up with a drink in my hand, and then I want to do like a cool backflip, and then like the drink is still in it.
Okay, well, yeah, roll a dexterity
I
check.
probably can't do this.
Yeah,
you
that's
guys.
gonna be real hard.
Oh no!
This is where you nat 20 is doing cool drink tricks.
To impress the girl.
Yeah, so you do that. You do a backflip for no apparent reason, but you do a backflip and you toss the drinks in the air, and like the liquids change cups. And you catch the cups, and then the liquids like fall into them, and then you hand one to her. So she's impressed. She gives you like just a solemn nod.
I'm like, hey, do you like to dance to stuff? Sometimes.
No.
Me neither.
So, yep, is she gonna...
Just kind of taciturn.
Oh, cool. I shrink off back to the crowd.
This is going about as well as it would have gone in real life.
I watch all of this from afar and think in my brain that this is why I never even try.
Great. So you guys throw the most epic party the temple has ever known. Good job. Everyone the next morning is super hungover.
Except for us.
Because we didn't drink.
Good job, kids. Don't drink.
Super.
So you guys wake up the next morning to a huge mess and a sending of a songbird. And it tells you in a voice that sounds, you've never heard it before, but it sounds familiar. It says, "They're not letting me leave. You need to keep looking. There's something here they don't want us to know." No, Rael is the force of war.
Okay. Who's the
Yes.
dad of...
Yeah, so he's kind of like
Torva.
the dad of Torva, and again, I use the word dad very loosely because he's not actually, he didn't do anything other than just sort of create them from the aether. So
Yeah.
No.
So my dad did to me too.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
I sprung fully formed from his forehead.
Gross.
Yeah,
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Yeah. Tell him to wash his forehead.
Yeah, he needs to get checked out.
That's right. He had a big pimple and it was me. That popped right out.
Of course you are.
That's why they named me Noelle. It's short for no pimple. I decided to take out the word pimp because it was controversial.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I hate that.